Hello YouTube viewers, welcome back to Let's Play Shantae Half-Genie Hero. I'm Mr. Math, playing this game for you, and we are going to finish up the art gallery. I'm going to save that last fan art door for, last, and get rid of, and open up these two first. And let's see, so just more concept art of the main and secondary characters. Yeah, Shantae and Risky are really the main characters, and Bolo and Roddy Tops and Mimic and Sky and Poe and Abner. Wait, that's not... Those are both Poe. That's not Poe and Abner, it's just Poe. Well, anyway, those are all the secondary characters, and Shantae and Risky are the main characters, really. Ah. I recognize this monster. That's an interesting note up at the very top one, number one up there. It says drippy bits will be added to any final version. Optional true form transformation. Well, it turned out not to be very optional, did it? Ugh. And let's see, is this supposed to be a size comparison? All right. Remember in the fan art room where there was a kind of a devil woman holding onto the magic lamp, and I was saying that I didn't recognize her? I remember now. Yeah, I remember during the Kickstarter backer there were other potential transformations that they were going to add into the game as stretch goals, but we didn't get to all the stretch goals. So this was a kind of devil succubus transformation that might have been in the game, but we didn't reach the stretch goal. That's what that fan art was. Okay, I got that now. And it looks like there were suggestions for a few other items that Risky and the Tinkerbats might have been using. Like, they had that kind of sea slug ship at the very start of the game, and looks like they had this other more terrestrial-based slug ship, or lizard ship, or, lizard cart, or car, or truck, or I don't know. Transportation on the land, and a couple of flying devices. They haven't made it into the game yet. I guess we'll see when we get to the end area. And let's see, some townspeople. There's Mayor Jackass and the storekeeper and the kids and those two desert dwellers. And Bolo and Roddy Tops and Shantae and Sky. And, well, okay, lots of Shantae faces. Happy and angry and shocked and scared, and it looks like this was this looks like it might have been a pretty early concept art, because some of the proportions on the various Shantae faces look very different from what we got in the actual game. So this must have been some fairly early concept art while they were still exploring the art style. And a bit more Shantae, some movement, and yet again more Shantae movement frames. Looks like most of these didn't really get into the game though. And we have the counterfeit mermaids. And let's see, what do those notes say? They're awfully small. I can barely see them on my screen. So, okay, the top left there, idle while behind bars could be a subtle wiggle motion. Hair bounces. Upper body moving up down while hips and legs wiggle from left to right. Restless, anxious, worried, wiggling, not sexy. Could still be cute though. Okay. And then the top middle here, this was more just for fun, more experimenting with possible, more exaggerated oh no's fretting. Let's see. And then the top right here, hanging idle is a less exaggerated away from left to right, as the girls will already be moving across the screen at a decent pace. Okay. Okay, and then down near the bottom here, in the center, left to right thrashing loop would just have fish tail swinging back and forth in a deliberate steady swing pattern. And then right next to that, time permitting, the animation could switch into an alternate wriggling and loop back and forth between the two. And then to the right of that, more subtle, full de-animated thrashing would have the maiden herself wiggling and bouncing more from left to right, with most of the motion seen in the mermaid tail as it is thrashed back and forth hazardously. Take special note of the boings, doings? Is that what that says? This is totally super important. And then at the very bottom there, I think it's important that the maiden's expressions always read various degrees of ew, but never outright pain, to keep it silly and humorous to watch. Okay, they really thought that one through. Huh. Yeah, they were for such a relatively short scene in the game, they really gave a lot of thought to the movement of the counterfeit mermaid tails and the expressions on their faces. Huh. And yeah, movement frames from Shantae's succubus transformation that never made it into the game, unfortunately. And more movement frames from Shantae, including a picture of her in her pajamas that we saw at the start of the game. You know, have I ever shown off her ducking pose? Where she's like this? This is a really famous pose that has been in all 4 Shantae games, where she wiggles her bottom like she's a cat ready to pounce. Yeah. And now I gotta go back and look at that bit of fan art that I didn't understand before. Where was that? It was down here somewhere. Let's see. No, that's not it. And not that either. Well, it was in here. I remember. Aha, here it is. Yeah. This was Sarah's take on the succubus transformation that unfortunately didn't make it into the game. Alright, Sarah, I get it now. Alright, so 2 more rooms. And then we're done and we can talk to Mayor Jackass and see if he'll finally give us the prize that he promised and find out what that is. Okay, and here's some concept art of that slug ship. You poop toot. And a slightly more finalized version. Although, for the absolute final version, some of the armor was taken off, because I'm pretty sure its head was not armored in the final version. I might have to rewatch that video just to see. And here's the Mega Mermaid. Looks like they went through a few different concepts of how to lock her up. And the Memory Eater from Tasseltown. More of that boss, the Memory Eater. You know, these concepts here are pretty much exactly what it ended up being. I guess this was an earlier concept, and this was a more finalized form. And here's that monster, that tried to eat me while I was running up the tower that time. And I think this is Mega Mermaid again. Looks like they went through a few different colors to try to find one that worked. And slightly earlier mermaid concept art. You can tell it's a different style and they hadn't finalized what she looked like yet. And this was getting more into, you know, it's rather bare pencil art, but it's still reasonably close to what they went with. Okay, and here's some concept of the Hypno Baron. The Hypno Baron was never a very complicated looking character to draw. Not that I'm any kind of artist to speak of. But he was always fairly simple, just kind of a dark cloak with a greenish yellowish face peeking out. So yeah, I'm not surprised they don't have much concept art of the Hypno Baron, because they already had a pretty solid concept for him. Okay. And now just one room left. I only have the one key remaining. And the last fan art room. And then hopefully Mayor Jackass will finally give us something good like he promised. Okay, what's this? I haven't the foggiest idea what this is supposed to be. Although, considering that the name of the owner of the company is Voldy Wei, I suspect that these are relatives of his. The artists, I mean. Kashi Wei and Sons. So, yeah, I have no idea who the picture is supposed to be of, but, you know, the artists were someone related to the owner, I'm guessing. And now we're back to Shantae. Okay, that's an interesting hairstyle that Kevin has given her. With Bolo, Sky, and Roddy Tops hiding in that big bushel of hair, and Risky and the Tinkerbats kind of lurking behind it. Not bad, Kevin. Decent work. Okay, this is kind of looking like the, okay, imagine this as the last frame of the opening animation of an action show. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. With, you know, kind of Charlie's Angels or something like that, leaping at the screen with lens flares glittering around them. That's what this reminds me of. Catulanix. Pretty fun picture. Okay, so what we have here is kind of a computer-generated picture of Shantae throwing fire magic at the Tinker Tub. You know, the next time I play Risky's Revenge, I should remember that. Because I always just hair-whipped that barrel of explosives in its mouth. Maybe I should throw fire at it. That might work better. At the very least, it might keep me out of range. Yeah, thanks for giving me that idea, Leonardo. Next time I play Risky's Revenge, I'll give it a shot. Okay, Yeah, I'm not sure what style this is supposed to be. It reminds me of several different styles. It could be like Egyptian hieroglyphics, or it could be like various flavors of Asian. Like it could be a frieze from, you know, the Hindu religion, maybe. Well, whatever it is, Liam, it's pretty creative and original. I do like it. I can't tell exactly what it is. I can't tell exactly what style it is, but I like it. Okay, Lindsay, I like this one. Looks like you didn't quite finish it, but yeah, having Shantae get tangled in her own hair, that's a good one. Yeah. You know, it looks like he didn't quite have time to finish it or something, what with the uncolored ones, but still, nice style. Okay, so here is Matt doing a bit from Pirate's Curse where Shantae plays with Risky stuff and Risky looks kind of unamused by it. Yeah. Okay, I guess Matasars here is a fan of Japanese ninja comics, of which there are many to choose from. I wager most of you are probably thinking Naruto, but there are lots of ninja references in Japanese comics. Matasars here obviously took inspiration from some of them. Okay. I do not recognize this character. Maybe the silhouette from the sort of afterlife area in Pirate's Curse. There was this big bulky guy who we encountered only in silhouette. We didn't really get a good look at him. Maybe this is Maya's interpretation of what that fellow might have looked like in the Village of Lost Souls. Yeah, other than that, I don't have a clue. That's my best guess. Interesting work, though, Maya. Interesting work. Yeah, the thing about Bolo is he's not very smart, but he is, at least allegedly, a very good fighter. And at a few points in the series, he has suggested, it's been at least suggested that he has been training Shantae in non-magical fighting. I guess Michael here thinks that Shantae might have gotten pretty good at it. She was never really a slouch to begin with, of course. I mean, she has her hair whip. And whipping that huge tassel of hair can't be, must be a kind of hard work. And what's this supposed to be, an iPod commercial? Well, I do like it, Mr. Harvey. The silhouettes are kind of cool looking. Yeah, good work. And okay, that's an interesting take on Roddy Top, throwing her own head as a weapon. The other four, yeah, that's about what I would expect. More good work from Mike here. And schoolgirl Shantae with a little monkey charm on her backpack there. How cute. Yeah, I like it, Nat. Huh, pixel art. Huh. I do like it, Phyllis. I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of, though. You know, this might be like a picture from a cutscene on the original DS or maybe the Game Boy Color. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a game like this. Good work, Phyllis. And, okay, this is Sky and Wrench being unusually friendly with Roddy Tops. They don't really like her much, or at least Sky doesn't like her much. But, hey, Shantae considers both of them to be good friends, so, yeah. A nice scene, Raphael. I like it. Okay, I think this is supposed to be from the Game Boy Color Shantae. Randomist, by Randomist here. Or is it Rain Mist? Well, yeah, anyway, this is either from the original Shantae or from Pirate's Curse, because both of those games had scenes where you had to travel through deserts and hair whip monsters there. So yeah, I do like it, Rain Mist. Okay, that's an interesting art style. A little bit sloppy, but it is a good take on risky, you know, sitting down and thinking up a plot while the Tinkerbats wait for her commands or something. Okay, I think this one is deliberately rough. Shantae. Shanwntey. Yeah, Shantae by Roy, age 24. And there's Shantae, Sky, and Roddy Tops saying "Yay!" while dancing over the unconscious form of Risky Boots. And this is Shantae Harpy form. Pretty good drawing, Mark. Let's see. She's not quite that sleek. Her feathers look a bit more rough and in need of preening. But, you know, for all that, not bad. And I think this is supposed to be Mermaid Shantae, although it's a bit more frightening looking Anderson than the real thing.
Transform!
I mean, at the very least, the real one isn't showing off her razor sharp teeth. Okay, well, that's looks like all of the art rooms. So now Mayor Jackass owes me something. He darned well better give me a good prize for this, because I found all his stupid keys. Some tacky costume jewelry. A magical tiara. Okay. So what's that do? Let's see. No, this is the magical bracelet that I bought at the store. Where's the magical tiara? Did I miss it? No, there it is. A fountain of magic wells up within you. Okay, what's that mean? Does that mean I can just use magic forever and it never drains? Oops. Okay, I pushed up on the D-pad to try to control the lightning storm, but I was standing in front of the door to this place. Okay, anyway. So... Okay, I'm just using this spell up, and I see my magic meter does not seem to be going down at all.
Invincible!
Yeah, it looks like I now have infinite magic. Okay, that's kind of neat. Well, that'll make it easier to test that new lightning bolt spell. Okay, these must be endgame stuff that they just don't want to show me because it would spoil something. Okay, so let's go find some poor sucker who we can use that lightning spell on in order to test it out. And let's also... Oh my goodness, they are all here! Okay, so I want to talk to all... how many of them are there? 4 barons before going to Risky Boots in order to get the good ending. That's my theory. You know. But I'm not going to talk to them yet. There's 2 things to do first. First, I gotta test this lightning spell on someone. And let's see, where would be a good place to go do that? Honestly, I think Mermaid Falls. Those science fiction Nagas are probably still there. I can use the spell on them to see how it works. They have enough life power that it won't kill them quickly. That way I can really give it a good acid test. Okay, wow, that did a lot more damage than I expected. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I'm using the D-pad to control where the lightning goes. I can spin it around in a circle like this and point it at anything. Okay. That's actually pretty powerful. Ow. Yeah, that's actually pretty powerful. I mean, it goes full screen range, and it does 5 points of damage with each little zap. Okay. Yeah, it does have some limitations, though. It can't go through platforms. And the hair whip would still be faster. But it has, you know, it goes all the way across the screen. That's pretty impressive. Okay, well, we're finished here. Alright. Now, here's how I'm going to do this. I have 3 save slots in this game. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save my game here. And, come on, talk to him. Don't zap him with lightning. Okay, so I'm going to save my game here. And then I'm going to copy my game file to one of the other slots. and then I'm going to use one of those game files to just go straight to Risky Boots and see what I'm sure is going to be the bad ending. And then I'm going to reload the other save slot and talk to all 4 of the Barons first and see about getting the good ending. That's my plan. So, I will see you next time, viewers, on Let's Play Shantae Half-Genie Hero, where we go to the end game. And I'm going to see the bad ending first and then check out the good ending. That's the plan. See ya for that.